Hey everybody, welcome back to the AfterLife SMP server, and as you can see, since the last episode, some things have happened. Here in the Nether Tunnel, I have done a little bit of off-camera work extending this. This is actually a lot of mining. I've actually repaired my pickaxe several times trying to do this. I placed as much oak wood as I had, but yeah, this is a long tunnel. Haven't even had all the buttons to place down for this tunnel, but yeah, this is a long tunnel. So this is gonna take a long time to finish, but I've been doing as much digging as I can. I'm trying to make as much progress off camera on this tunnel as possible, because this is gonna be a process, just like the mountain, which we still haven't finished, completely finished anyways. The basic structure is basically done for that. Just like that mountain, this tunnel is going to take a very long time to actually finish, although I will finish it. Don't worry, guys. It will actually get finished. I'm not going to leave this project off to the wayside while I have other projects going on as well. So this will get my time and my effort going forward. But ladies and gentlemen, today's episode is obviously not about this Nether tunnel. There's one thing I want to do though before we get into the main body of today's episode. So let's head on over to spawn, and yeah, I'll show you guys around. So one thing I would like to mention first, if you guys do not follow our Twitter, the AfterLife SMP Twitter, or my Twitter, you will not have seen that we have added, I believe we've added 40 members, and I believe the last 2 weeks, maybe in the last week actually. Rooting Titan, who I believe I mentioned in the last episode. King Z, whose plot of land is actually over here. He's doing some very basic things over here. Got his little castle set up, and I think he was farming some trees as well. Square Mario, who has already released his first episode at the time of this recording. Rooting has as well. And Ash, who was just announced, I guess, the most recently out of all those members. All of their links, ladies and gentlemen, will be down in the description below. I highly recommend checking them all out. They are all fantastic players of this game and YouTubers, so definitely check them all out. Their links obviously are down below. So yeah, we basically we basically doubled the number of members on this server in about a week. So you know, things are going pretty good for AfterLife. I'm really excited, guys, for what we have in store for the future. We've got still a lot of plans. Those will probably not be the last members invited, maybe the last ones for now, but we are always looking to invite people. So I've gotten suggestions before, but if you guys have any suggestions as to people you would like to see on the server and in the group, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. But the main thing I was over here in the spawn area for was in here. As you can see, creeper tag is finally official. We don't really have an official building for it, so it's just going in the armor stand building, but essentially you press this button to get a creeper egg, and you put your 3 diamond blocks, which is what the payment is for getting a single creeper egg in here. So yeah, made by Hubone, costs 3 diamond blocks. Information rules all listed in the doc of info, which is a Google doc that we have for the group. Write your name in here to participate in creeper tag, and my name is written. Hit done. Place in. Wait, we're good. Don't highlight that, please. Yes, we are good. We are now officially signed up for creeper tag. The reason we're doing this is if anybody doesn't want to participate, like they have 0 deaths and they don't necessarily want to chance dying, or they just don't want to be bothered by it, they're more than welcome to not sign up. I think most people are gonna sign up. At least eventually, I think most people are definitely going to sign up. Those of us who've already been on the server, I've already been kind of experimenting with it, so I assume most people who have been on the server for a little while are cool with it. But the new members who may not necessarily want to participate right away are more than welcome to not sign up just yet. But ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the intro for today. Let's go ahead and head on into the main body of today's episode. So today's project is actually going to be, as you can tell by the title, a brand new shop of mine over here in the shopping district. But it's not going to be over here, because see, I have one shop there and I have my other shop right here, which are making pretty good diamonds so far. I'm very happy, especially with the profits in this shop, since I basically have the only real viable food shop. No, we're going to have our new shop over here in the other shopping district on the other side of the town hall. This is where we are going to have a glass shop. Now, those of you who may have been watching since season 1 or actually not since season 1, season 2, you will know that I actually had a glass shop in season 2. So it's not gonna be that exact design, but I did take some inspiration from that design for this one. It's gonna be a horizontal shop design, kind of like my my terracotta shop, but it's gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna be using a lot of stained glass because, of course, this is a glass shop. We'll be selling glass, and we will be selling, so like regular glass, and of course all the different variants of stained glass as well. So that is the plan for this shop, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're gonna do a little bit of a time lapse for this using replay mod. So without further ado, peeps, let's go ahead and get started. And I have completed the outside of the shop. I added in all these different glass panes. I tried to put in as many colors as I could, at least that I have. As you can see, I've got a few glass panes in my inventory, but I had to go get some dyes first. I actually went to the flower shop. I went to Hugh's flower shop and got myself as many different flowers that could produce the dyes that I need as possible. So I used those dyes, a lot of those dyes, to dye a lot of this glass. And I have a few flowers inside, which I'll show you in just a minute. But as you can see, I've got a few fence posts with some lanterns hanging off. You saw the buttons in the time lapse. I also have some leaves that I've put around the place because I think the leaves look pretty good. And obviously, you've got to add some leaves, man. You've got to add some leaves to a build. It always makes a build look a little bit better. But if we step inside, there's no door just yet, but I have completed the interior. So this is what the interior looks like. Add a few cross beams with some lanterns on top. We've got some scattered carpet on the ground. I'm not going with a bunch of different colors, just a few simple colors, some light blue, blue, and some white. As you can see, I've added a few essentials in here. I've got an anvil, I've got an ender chest, as well as the payment barrel, and a grindstone and a stone cutter, just in case people need it. It's a good decoration as well, so why not? As you can see, the flowers on the sides here, try to add as many different types of flowers as I sort of had, sort of reflect the different dyes and whatnot in here. But as you can see, we're gonna end up using barrels for our chests to put all of our stuff in. I think there's 24 barrels here. So one of these sides is gonna be all for just regular glass. And the rest of these, I'm going to try to fill up with all the different kinds of glass that I have. So one of them might be, green and white and et cetera, et cetera. I don't know how many actually are going to get filled up, but the rest of them, whatever is not used, will get filled up with, we'll get filled up with regular stuff, regular glass. But I do want to go ahead, I think, and start putting in some signs for what it is and what sort of payment. I haven't decided quite what the payment's going to be though, guys, for the shop. So let me go ahead actually and put down these signs and figure out what kind of payments I want and where I want to have all the colored glass and whatnot. And I'll bring you guys back for a progress update in just a minute. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I have now decided on prices, which I'll show you in just a minute. But before I do that, we are officially open for business. The one-stop glass shop is ready to go. Any AfterLife members who would like to buy some glass, they can go ahead and do so. Hopefully by the time this video is out, I'll actually have some stock, which currently I don't have any stock, but I'll show you that in just a minute. But as you can see, I decided on 1 diamond per stack for regular glass and 2 diamonds per stack for any of the stained glasses, all the 16 different variants of stained glass. So currently all I have is magenta. I have 1 stack of magenta and 2 stacks of glass, but hopefully by the time this video is over, I will do a lot of stocking. That's what I plan on doing to wrap up today's episode in a little bit. But there is something else I need to do, and I want to show you guys over in the other side of the commercial district. As you might know, I have the steak and cake shop, and I've been told by a certain birdie that number 1, a lot of people are buying from this now, and number 2, my prices are apparently too low. So in response to that, I'm going to double all of my prices except for this one. So steak is now becoming 2 diamonds per stack. Just like stained glass. It was 1 diamond per stack. I've been getting quite a few sales here, so I think 2 diamonds per stack is a much better price. Cake I will put at 2 diamonds per row. Even though no one really buys cake, I still want to up all my prices because, guys, since we've gotten more sales, I think it's about time we stop having everything fly off the shelves as what has been happening. And golden carrots, you know, for golden carrots, I won't quite double it, but I think we'll go ahead and up it to twice that of the steak. So golden carrots, 4 diamonds per stack. And of course, I still need to stock pumpkin pie. I still have that on my mind, guys. We will hopefully get to that very, very soon. It's just pumpkin pie is going to be a fairly high price because it is fairly difficult to make. At least for me right now. The stuff for it, the ingredients are not hard to get once you have farms and stuff, but I don't really have any of that. So I want to go ahead and do that on camera. That way you guys know it's on. I want to make some more money. So also, we have to compete with Skunk's little fishing shop over here. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Skunk has decided to enter the food market on the server apparently, and has this little market stall, fresh fish, 1 diamond per slot. That's a pretty high price for cooked cod. I mean, this stuff is not very good at all. So I think if people are willing to buy this, they'll definitely be willing to take a little bit of a hit on the prices, at least for my shop. So guys, without further ado, I have to stock up this shop. I'm going to try to stock it up as much as I possibly can before we end off today's episode, because I would like to officially, of course, release it as of the uploading of this video. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, get as much stock in here as I possibly can. And I'll see you guys with hopefully a final stock update in just a moment. And a little while later, guys, I think at least I have enough stocked to open up the shop. We actually already have our first customer. Skunk came through and bought a stack of lime and a stack of green apparently. But as you can see, I've stocked up most things, at least a little bit, at least a few stacks needs. The only one I really haven't gotten to is brown. We have all these, we have purple, we have magenta, we have yellow. Some, of course, have more than others. I have a ton, and I mean a ton of sand smelting up at my base. So we're going to have a lot more of this stuff very, very soon. As you can see, all of these are basically filled up. And a lot of these regulars aren't filled up just yet. I filled in this one. So there is some regular glass. We have people want to buy that in here. But of course, we'll get a lot more of this stuff. And as soon as I get all that stuff smelted up, which is probably going to require a lot of AFK sessions. So that'll be fun, but we will get to it, guys. It will be not a problem. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that is going to wrap things up for today. This shop is stocked. We just got to do some pathways around here and all that stuff will be good. So guys, thank you all so much for watching this episode of the AfterLife SMP. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new and or not already subscribed. But anyways, guys, take care, and I'll see you later.